All right, we're back here on the party of ECMA. It's the second hour. Thank you to Two Oceans for coming in and spending some time with us. We're very grateful to have them come in. We're also very thankful for another band to come in here this evening. Double feature here on the party. Hearsay. How's it going?
Hello.
Good.
Thanks for having us.
Good. How's it? Do we want to start off with some introductions? Sure. Left to right, right to left.
Yeah, I guess I play guitar. My name is Adam Hefferman.
My name is Keith Herding. I play drums.
Adam Martin. I'm on vocals.
And I'm Josh Porter, and I play keys. And we're going to play some songs from our EP. Right?
Cool.
Yeah? All right. There's a bit of a pause there.
We're all about pauses, man. So, do you want to talk a bit about the band? How did you guys get together?
I guess that's me.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it was in 2010, myself and Adam Martin, we had been working at Day and Ross together. And that's like a shipping company out in Donovan's Industrial Park, and it was night shift, so it was kind of a hard go. But eventually I found out that Adam rapped, and I found out that myself and my current roommate, Andrew McCarthy, had applied to, or asked if he wanted musicians in a full-out backing band. And an ad he had posted, like 6 years ago, 7 years ago now, on a social media site. So we had posted, never got word back, and then I met Adam like 5 years post that, and we just kind of said, why don't we start now?
Cool.
Yeah.
Any questions?
You could have gave me a second.
Sorry.
So, what's coming up for you guys? You guys are playing at the ECMAs, correct?
Yeah.
So do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, we're on on the breakout stage, so I guess it's for new artists.
Right.
I guess there are no other recordings outside of the recordings that you guys have, and we don't even have them publicly released yet. But we managed to get them done just in time for the ECMA application. Got it in, and didn't think we got the showcase at first because they released a bunch before that, and then I was like, oh crap, our grant sucked, and then here we are with the ECMAs. It's gonna be a fun time.
And I guess I should plug this show, which is March 7th at the Waterfront Warehouse in Halifax. So it's a Thursday night.
Yeah.
The Thursday night at ECMAs, for those of you listening from not Newfoundland. Or those of you who will be in Halifax at the time.
So do we want to cut right into one of your tracks?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
We'll say much more. We'll start with that one.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say about that? Want to introduce it, or?
There's a heavy weather video of this song.
Okay.
So you should check that out.
Yeah, those guys have been very, very helpful to us along the way. They've been very supportive. And they took the time, actually, when we didn't have any recordings, to actually take us into MUN and record like 4 videos off the cuff live. And I mean, 2 of those are released on their website, but that was in the Coral Room at MUN over the summer, and that's when we didn't have anything. So back then we were kind of like just going on our live show, and momentum was building, and we ended up playing with a lot of really cool people, but we never had the opportunity for people to be able to hear us aside from live. So thank you to Adam Penny and Justin Davis for helping us out in that way.
Big help.
Because they got us our Music NL application, and basically everything we needed for that was from them and provided by them.
Okay,
cool.
So here is Hearsay with Much More.
Full of pennies, never full of dimes. Driving on the wrong side, flipping all the signs. Speed through the red light, stop at the green. Topping your team, are you mocking the scene, man? I'm not mad, but I think I might have caught it. Looking for a topic, but kinda got up off it. I need profit, I'm counting my zeros. Dying from a sickness, but can't count on heroes. All swag, dope, fresh out the bag. I might say stupid shit, cause it's all that I have. What's the point for me to follow a path? I'm an arrogant ass, I can't tolerate a class. love likes hibernating girls. Ram got more nuts than hibernating squirrels. Don't hurl, put your hands up like you're burning. Kinda like kids, the way the record's turning for certain. I stay determined, trying out new shit. You can say I'm learning. Pop series burning, pop series chilling. Rocking on the rock, but we're BC killing. I'm spilling foul rhymes like I'm just cock carrying. Flow is strong, I'm a rap barbarian. Check the pattern, there's no way to spot it. The answer's here, say if you're asking who's got it. Yeah, yo, hearsay making noise like a lion's roar. Dominant species, we be dinosaurs. Bomb beats so these freaks keep buying more. Never sleep so you'll never hear the slightest snore. Violence if you minus war. You lack vision like you got an iris or reformat hip-hop like a virus hit. Bang around with a filthy crew like a pirate ship. Don't pirate shit, I got tight raps. Haters on my back, heavy like overnight bags. Don't fight back, you can't make a hit. Got samples and kits and more to say than a chick. No care for the negative. No way I'ma let it live. Gotta crush what you rush for. Hip hop, rock, pop, plus much more. No care for the negative. No way I'ma let it live. Gotta crush what you rush for. Hip hop, rock, pop, plus much more. No care for the negative. No way I'ma let it live. Gotta crush what you rush for. Hip hop, rock, pop, plus much more. No care for the negative. No way I'ma let it live. Gotta crush what you rush for. Hip hop, rock, pop, plus much more.
Okay, we're back here
Yes,
on
we
the
are.
party.
We are here with Hearsay.
There's much more.
Yes.
Hearsay. It's a good song.
Yes, it was. I enjoy it quite a lot.
Did you?
Yeah, I like the xylophone. Block?
The
Okay,
bells.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's Whitney.
Sorry.
She's pretty good. yeah, she knows what she's doing for sure. She couldn't make it tonight, unfortunately. She was at a gig elsewhere.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking during the break about the hip hop because it's something that I as you know a radio host here, I don't hear a whole lot of here in St. John's, but apparently you guys were saying that there is a scene that I'm missing out on.
Yeah, there is. I've been rapping in this city since I was 16 years old. I actually started kind of as a joke, just having fun with it because I really like making beats. So I just recorded the song before. But then I found out there was actually people doing it in the city, and then I kind of got serious with it, and it went from there.
Cool.
Yeah, like other names and like friends of ours who are doing it are like Antics, who are two guys out of Mount Pro, Mike Sims and Curtis Hicks. They're good pals. We've played with them a couple of times. And Large Live and Direct for sure, who live in Toronto now. And I mean, Josh has played with them a few times when they've been home. That's Jamie Piercy and Matt Murphy and Andrew Lahi. So they're also good pals, and they're great. They're very talented at what they do. It's a lot stronger scene, I guess, than you think. And then there's always our buddy Crow Grey Cloud, who, if you've seen Hearsay shows, he tends to play with us every now and again. So.
Cool. So you guys are in the phase of writing an EP, or have the EP recorded?
We recorded the EP,
Okay.
but
What you're listening to now is the third round of mixes.
yeah,
Okay.
so it's a rough mix. So we're working on. We're almost there. We're going to send it away for mastering pretty soon.
Okay.
But we recorded it over the course of last summer and a bit into the fall with the rest of the vocals.
Probably
and stuff.
like the hottest days of last summer.
Yeah, it was definitely.
It was in like a little cabin in CBS, and it was probably a good 35 to 40 degrees inside the room at the time that we were doing it. So it was an interesting experience.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it sounded pretty good so far. We're really happy with it.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you have any idea when it should be
We're
finished? Or?
hoping before March.
Okay.
We're hoping. We were
get
hoping before
scared.
November.
We get scared of saying dates.
Yeah.
Every time we say
It will be done before ECMAs.
yeah.
That's
our goal.
That's the
deadline
goal.
that has to be
Yeah.
done
Yeah.
before ECMAs.
Because if not, we go up there with nothing.
And that's
That's not
a wasted trip otherwise.
Yeah.
So
And we want people to hear it as well. We're really excited about it. We just want to make sure there's nothing worse than recording something and releasing it and going to listen back later. It's like, oh, I could have fixed that, but I never.
Yeah.
So we're trying to make sure all 6 of us are happy with everything before we move on again, but we're getting there.
I mean, so far, like, for us, especially, I know that it's definitely starting to sound incredible. Like, in terms of the quality of an EP and the people who are working on it, it's been a really great experience, and it's been great working with the people that we worked with. We worked with a guy, Scott Hammond, from, right now he's from St. John's, but he's living in Stephenville, and he's the guy who heads the recording program at the College of the North Atlantic out there. So he saw us in Stephenville sometime last year. I guess it was like over last Easter when we went with Repartee.
Yeah.
And then we left an impression on him, and he told us that he'd come to St. John's, do what it took, and he essentially said he wanted to work with us, and that was that. And he's been really great so far. I mean, in terms of all the help that he's given us during the weekend, he just passed out our card, like, got our name around. He's great. I mean, he's worked on some pretty incredible projects.
Oh,
as well.
yeah, he's a great musician, and he really knows what he's doing.
In addition to us, like Great Big C, Russell Crowe, Andrew James O'Brien, all those guys. So he's definitely well seasoned, and he's, from what we got of the mixes back, we're definitely sounding more like a well-produced American-made hip-hop album as opposed to an indie album, which is really great.
Yeah, I mean, even just that mix sounded really good to me. So,
Thanks.
well,
So speaking of other bands and stuff like that, is there any bands out there that you guys draw your inspiration from, or do you guys try to shoot for your own thing?
Totally. I'd say it's a combination of everything we listen to that kind of comes out. I mean, to call what we're doing strictly hip-hop would be wrong.
Yeah.
Would be really wrong. I'd say it's somewhere in the range of, like, electronic pop music as opposed to just hip-hop. But I mean, in terms of, like, hip-hop that we listen to, the band is kind of into, like, Adam's really into Atmosphere and stuff like that, and I kind of like Aesop Rock. And then when it gets into the more party stuff, it's like That's Racist and some Wu-Tang and some classics as well.
Yeah.
But then there's the whole other side of the music that we listen to.
I guess with 6 people in the band, everybody's really different in a lot of different ways. Like, 3 of us went to music school for classical music, but we pull a lot of different,
Yeah, there's a lot of pop influences.
Yeah, a lot of different influences from other styles of music, but we all listen to different stuff. We all listen to the same stuff as well, if you know what I mean. Like,
So it all kind of, there's overlap, and it makes a big difference. I guess, like, some rock bands and stuff, and, like, local music too has really inspired us. I mean, there's countless bands and countless, like, friends bands that we just kind of always draw off of.
cool. Well, they're all nodding in agreement, so I guess that's a good sign.
We're doing our job.
Yeah. So are we gonna take it away with another tune?
Sure, yeah. Let's hear another song off the EP. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Is that cool?
totally. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, this one is called Still Kickin'.
They keep on coming, I keep running out. So don't say nothing, we're not coming down. It's not the CD I pity, you know. It's the CD that's ready to blow. Talking, all I hear is talking. It's not stopping, so from here I'm walking. Ask your doctor, there's no antidote. So don't you ask me why I had to go. I keep thinking that the clock keeps ticking, but we're still kicking. I keep thinking that the clock keeps ticking, but we're still kicking. snap back to my younger days. Sleeping in, catching summer rays. Push my buttons and you'll see my rage. It's always something when this record plays. She didn't care until the second glance, and in the end she gave no second chance. He made a smirk and questioned her plans. Not impressed, she told him she can't. I keep thinking that the clock keeps ticking, but we're still kicking. I keep thinking that the clock keeps ticking, but we're still kicking. I keep thinking that the clock keeps ticking, but we're still kicking. I keep thinking that the clock keeps ticking. But I miss the purpose. Bunch of clowns running round the circus. Be yourself, make it seem worth it. I'd get the bus, but it's out of service. They want soul, I'm the living statue, and you won't catch it when I throw it at you. It's all stars under city lights. We lock jaws, you got kitty bites. It's all fog through a crowded street. We keep it locked, it's without a key. You gotta become what you're proud to be. We're never shut, I want you sound asleep. She didn't care until the second glance, and in the end she gave no second chance. He made a smirk and questioned her plans. Not impressed, she told him she can't.
We're back with Hearsay. How's it going?
Good, man.
Good.
Good, man.
Good?
Yeah.
A little bit nervous?
No.
No, not really. We're just hanging out. It's good.
So, you guys mentioned that you just finished recording an EP and, you know, kind of in that process. Do you want to talk a little bit about how that kind of went and how it worked for you guys?
Yeah, sure. We had everything pre-wrote before we went in, like, even, you know, before we started recording anything. Some bands go in and kind of develop stuff to do that, but we knew what we wanted to do, and we talked to Scott about what we wanted to do, and then we just kind of started doing it with drum tracks and built every instrument on top of it. We wanted to make it as, you know, symmetrical as we could, and just for, you know, Martin's sake, just so with rap music and stuff like that, as a live band, we're trying to emulate certain grooves, very consistent over, you know, long periods of time, because it's essentially about Martin and what he's saying, you know, and we just try to have as much fun as we can in the background, but provide a musical element to usually programmed hip-hop, you know.
Yeah, try and keep it somewhat raw and organic.
Yeah. Keep the energy there. It's different. You can, I mean, I love hip-hop and I love programmed music, but I really like listening to, like, bands like Lettuce, and I mean, even stuff like James Brown, like having these live musicians playing gives it a different feel and a different energy.
Mm-hmm.
And the roots.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So, what about your writing? How does your writing process kind of flow?
One person usually has an idea, they bring it in, and they play it, and we all jump on it and go from there. Like, that's actually how we do it all the time.
Most times.
It's very, very collaborative. I mean, there's been times when nothing has been thought of before getting in the room, and somebody will just suggest, like, this many beats per minute, and go. But it's definitely a very collaborative process.
Totally, yeah.
And try and get on each other's wavelengths, and definitely fill out the space without overcrowding Martin, which again comes back to being the main point of a hip-hop group, is having a vocalist that can be heard.
Yeah, totally. And like, someone will come in with an idea, and it'll always get shifted somehow. Yep. Like, sometimes if it's too fast, it's no good for Martin, or if it's too slow, you know, we always got to find a middle ground. But it's usually one idea, try to expand on it the best we can, you know. It's good. And that's the great thing about having 6 people in the band. We can all come in with ideas. Like, Martin will have beats programmed and stuff like that. We can listen to that. Right. Or Whitney will come in an idea on, like, bells or an auxiliary thing, you know. So it's great having everybody in the band and to have all those sounds and ideas going.
Yeah, and that's also comes back to like our influences and particular things that we like listen to and how it influences. Like Keith said, there's a lot of overlap in what we listen to, but then we all listen to our own things on top of it. Like, I mean, some of the early songs that were written by almost a different band were based on like old Motown songs. We just watched this documentary on Motown, so that one of our tunes, Love Collided, came from watching In the Shadows of Motown and watching the Funk Brothers do what they do. And then there's another tune we play called This Time, which is based on a band, a groove idea or orientation came from a group called Wilco, who are very into like harmonized music and like guitarmony, and then having multiple lines that layer over each other and just keeping a steady, simple groove. And that's kind of come through as well in the way we play.
Cool.
So you guys are going to be playing at ECMAs. You must be very excited about that.
Very excited. Yeah, we can't wait. It's our first time playing. Yeah, off the island and ECMAs.
And I'm sure
Big.
to get a new
Yeah,
audience,
it should be fun.
It's a big
a
deal.
nice, refreshing audience will be good.
Yeah, because people here in St. John's have been awesome to us. We've had great reception so far, especially the past year. Things have been going great for us, and thanks everybody for that support.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting for us to see go up on the mainland and in the Halifax, where there's definitely a bigger hip hop scene, than here, and to kind of see people's reactions up there. We hope we get the same reception. But it'd be good for us too, I think, to get that experience.
Definitely. It sometimes even goes either way in St. John's based on who we play with.
Totally.
I mean, like when we play with hip-hop groups, sometimes the hip-hop crowds just don't know how to interpret what we're doing. They just don't even, they like freeze. Whereas, like, hopefully in Halifax, there'll be more open minds to that in the hip-hop scene than just the pop scene. Because, I mean, the pop scene has been very, very good to us.
Totally.
Cool.
Well, good luck.
Yes. Thanks so much for coming
And thank you so much for coming in. How can we, if for the new listeners out there or new fans of you guys, or if they've heard the tracks and they think, oh, we love Hearsay, where can they find out about Hearsay?
www.hearsay-music.com is our main webpage, but then of course there's Facebook, which I think is just facebook.com/hearsaymusic, and then Twitter, and our handle on Twitter is HearsayNL.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.